Hey friends, Drake here from Dragon Divination. Have you ever wondered about the ancient secrets whispered by the Vikings? Today, we're diving into the Elder Futhark, the oldest runic alphabet, exploring all 24 runes and their powerful meanings. Let's begin. Our journey starts with Fehu, the rune of flowing wealth. It can be physical money or income or material goods. It's not just money, but energy in motion. Prosperity that circulates, grows. If you hold on too tight, it stagnates. Fehu asks, where is your energy flowing and where is it blocked? If your money is energy, it's important to keep it moving. Support a local business, help a friend or family member when you can. To receive, you have to remember to give. It's the natural flow of life. Next is Yeruz, the rune of raw power. It's that message that arrives to remind you that you can do this and do it well. This is the strength you earn, the vitality and endurance forged in challenge. When Yeruz shows up in a rune casting, it's a confirmation that you have all you need and then some to complete whatever is at hand. Yeruz reminds us that real growth comes through effort, building resilience that lasts. It's a foundation of who you are, but often forget. Then comes Thyrsis, the rune of the threshold. It's also known as Thor's rune. It's disruption with a purpose, a necessary obstacle. It is all about protection and mainly on the physical level. Think of this rune like the thorns on a rose stem. It physically protects the rose bush from predators. It keeps things at a safe distance. It can often signal a barrier between you and your goals, one that asks you to pause and think before you act. Is this really worth going for? Is the pain worth the gain? Sometimes force isn't the answer. After Thyrsis comes Ansus. Ansus is the rune of sacred communication. It's about messages, signs, and intuition. This is the rune often called Odin's rune. It's a message that it's time to connect with your guides, gods, or higher self. Depending where this rune falls in your casting, it can be a huge message you better listen to. When Ansus appears, truth is trying to reach you. A spiritual truth, not always what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. It's a call to listen more than you speak, to become receptive to wisdom. This is my personal favorite rune, so much so that I have it tattooed on my thumb. Now that's commitment. Next up, we have Radho. Radho is the rune of the right path. It's about the journey, travel, and not staying still. It is perfect timing, and moving in harmony with your universal destiny and will of your higher self. Progress here depends on ethical action and deliberate steps. Are you moving with intention or just going through the motions without being present? Your full attention is needed at this time. When this rune appears, don't take it lightly. It's time for action, not thinking or speaking. Then we have Kinaz. Kinaz is the torch, the rune of illumination. It brings insight and reveals what was hidden. But with revelation comes responsibility. Don't expect anyone to guide you at this time. It's all about you forging your path. Once you see something clearly, you can't ignore it. This rune asks you not only to seek the light, but often to be the light in any given situation. Sometimes you have to look within instead of outside yourself to see and to be the light. This is a very sacred symbol. It likens the Hermit card in tarot. Go within, go deep, and shine bright. Up next is Jabo. Jabo, the rune of sacred exchange. It represents the balance of giving and receiving. Jabo is the gift rune. It signals something is on its way that will make your life a bit easier and brighter. Jabo has no reversed meaning. It always asks about reciprocity. Are your relationships in balance? This rune reminds you that giving and receiving are part of the same wheel. If you only give or only receive, the wheel stops and everything gets stagnant. Nobody gains or wins. So, do your part. Activate the wheel of abundance, not halt its motion. And then we have Wanjo, the rune of true joy. This is harmony earned through effort and integrity. It's about being grateful for all you have and everything that is close to you and affects your life in a positive way. Contentment is a must with this rune. Appreciation at its best is called for. Wonjo is very much like the Sun card in tarot. It's the quiet peace that comes when things are settling correctly into place and you see and feel it. Thank the gods for the abundance in your life in all areas. When this rune appears in a reading, just remember, the universe is smiling at you, so don't forget to share that smile wherever you may roam. Then there's the scary rune Hagalas. Hagalas is the rune of disruption. It's the rune of a hailstorm. Like the Tower card in tarot, it signals unavoidable change, breaking down old structures that no longer serve you. It's not always a positive thing when this rune shows up in a reading. It's a bit scary and may make your stomach churn just a bit. But remember, everything happens for your best and highest good, even when it feels uncomfortable. Though it feels like chaos, Hagaleus clears the way for renewal. Think of it as a bump in the road, but smoothness is on its way. Don't try to endure or fight through this. Feel it. Live it and walk through it, because you're moving forward onto your next best thing. Our next rune is Nothus. Nothus is the rune of necessity. It represents constraint, pressure, and hardship. Think of this rune like the Eight of Swords in tarot. You seem and feel trapped or stuck. But if you look at the situation from another angle, there's a way through either forward or backwards. This rune teaches patience and discipline, forging inner strength and permanent wisdom from our struggles. Nothus is a stepping stone and is a must to gain the momentum you need to further your journey wherever you're headed. Next, we have Isa. Isa is the rune of stillness. Its definition literally means ice. It freezes all movement, demanding a pause for clarity. Pushing forward now would be a mistake. Hold tight, relax, breathe, and don't sweat the small stuff. Just wait, rest, and enjoy the moment of stillness if you can. Isa beckons you to stop, observe, and conserve your energy. Now isn't the time for action or reaction. It's about pausing and holding your course, but without movement. Now let's talk about Jera. Jera is the harvest rune, a reminder that results come in their own time and not always when you want them. This rune asks you to be patient. Keep doing what needs to be done without ceasing and allow the universe to provide. Consistent effort will be rewarded. But you can't rush the season. Jera confirms that timing is aligning for you, but you must be patient once again. Your just rewards for all your efforts are just around the corner. Awaz marks initiation, a deep internal transformation through endurance. This rune can offer some challenges, but in the end, it is always a positive growth period and very pertinent to your journey. Slight disruptions may occur, but they are minor compared to Hagalas. Old identities fall away as new strength quietly emerges from within. It's a profound personal restructuring, and you can always be grateful for what results will follow. When this rune knocks on your door, accept it in gratitude, because where it will lead you, you definitely want to go. And next is Perthro. Perthro is the rune of mystery. It speaks of fate, chance, and things not yet meant to be known. It likens a dice cup turned on its side, releasing the die onto the table to test your fate. This rune is all about trusting the outcome, but without judgment or concern. Perthro asks you to trust the process, even when faced with uncertainty. The universe has your back, even when you're not quite sure that it does. Trust is imperative because it leads to faith in all outcomes, and that's just what the universe expects from you. And next is one of my favorite runes. Algiz is the rune of protection. It's about spiritual defense and higher guidance. It represents the antlers of a buck. These antlers can be sharpened and honed metaphorically from your shadow work and meditations. This symbol wards off any energetic attack and is an inward peace bringer. This rune appears when you need to honor your boundaries, ensuring you have protection when you act with integrity and follow your intuition. Then we have Suillo. Suillo is the rune of success. It likens the Sun card in tarot, and it represents happiness, vitality, clarity, and victory that energizes rather than exhausts. This is the happy rune and a sign things are going well in your favor. Point your face to the sun and smile is what the universe is saying when this rune shows up. When Suilo appears, you know that your alignment at this time is bringing natural success and an easy path, so everything will most likely go your way. Let's talk about Tiwaz. Tiwaz is the rune of justice. It governs honor, truth, and righteous sacrifice. It is also known as the warrior or spiritual warrior symbol and adds some insights from beyond. The other side is speaking to you, but you must listen deeply. When you adhere to what this rune is saying in your reading, it offers spiritual protection through knowledge and divine connection. This rune asks what you're willing to release to uphold your integrity, favoring ethical action over personal gain. Keep your thoughts and actions rooted in truth and what you know as your spiritual path. Next up is Berkano. Berkano is all about renewal. It symbolizes fresh starts, healing vibes, and gentle growth. It's the rune of motherly compassion and gentleness through love and understanding. It's a sign that what you nurture now will mature steadily and beautifully. When this rune appears in your casting, know it's time to nurture. Raise up and support others, but also don't forget to lift and support yourself. And then we have Iwaz. Iwaz is the rune of partnership. It signifies progress through cooperation and mutual trust. It represents the saddle of a horse and the relationship and trust between the horse and rider. When this rune appears, it emphasizes that moving forward together accelerates the journey and makes the load easier for both involved. Collaboration at its finest is summoned when this arrives at your door. Our next rune is Manas. Manas is the rune of humanity. It's about self-awareness and understanding your role within the collective. This rune represents you and urges self-care, balance, and all things that honor your well-being and growth. Knowing, and most importantly, seeing yourself clearly, allows you to contribute to the world without ego. You step into the life you created with comfort and ease without compromise. When this rune appears, it's time for self-reflection. And then we have Laguz. Laguz is the rune of flow. It represents the element of water and has to do with intuition, emotion, and the wisdom of complete surrender. This rune tells you to go with the flow, be like water, and adjust when you need to. Miss the rocks and branches on your journey. It's about letting go of control and allowing your inner guidance to allow your path to unfold. The universe is guiding you. Let go of the steering wheel and ride. And next up is Ingwaz. Ingwaz, also known as Ingwaz, is the rune of gestation. It signifies contained potential, where progress is happening internally beneath the surface. The emptiness in the center diamond represents a seed just waiting for the right time to sprout and grow. What develops quietly now will emerge with great power later. This rune is like having a full gas tank or wallet filled with cash and ready to go for whatever shows up. And next, we have Dagaz. Dagaz is the rune of awakening. It's a gateway to the next chapter in your life. Think of this like the butterfly that has emerged from the chrysalis, reborn and new. This is the breakthrough moment, the dawn after the dark. Once Dagaz appears, there's no going back. Your awareness has permanently shifted. And finally, Athala, the rune of legacy. It connects to our ancestry, inheritance, and spiritual home. It's that comfortable feeling when you're around those who support you and whom you love deeply. Athala asks what we choose to preserve, protect, and pass forward to the next generation. All those things we loved growing up and learned on our journey. It reminds us to keep those traditions alive and well and ensure them to continue for years to come. And there you have it, a whirlwind tour of the 24 runes of the Elder Futhark. Each one holds a universe of wisdom. Save this video so you can refer to it later when you have your runes out. It'll really help you to memorize them. Which rune resonated with you the most? Let me know in the comments. Please like, subscribe, and share this channel with any like-minded friends. I'm really trying to grow this channel. Thank you for playing with me. Don't forget to be the magic. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye for now, Drake.